Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineers. My name is Fashe Ochet. Today, we want to learn how we can model our trusses, roof trusses. You discover that in a structure that the width is somehow large, you cannot be using wood, so you have to use what? Trusses. So on that note, I want to say that we want to see how we can train you on how to model your trusses for church, no matter the span. Even though you have up to 50 meter span, you have a 70-meter span, 100-meter span, there's a way you can model it. But for this small structure, small, so to say, for this church, because the length is about maybe less than 20 meters or so. So we are to use what? Trusses. So since we are using steel trusses, we want to see how we can do what? We can model this. As you can see this, let's see how this one can be modeled. In case you have not subscribed to Ekidel channel, I want to say you should do so that you can have access to all our videos at the same time. The subsequent one will be releasing so that you can get notification of those for those videos. And at the same time, in case you have not liked this video, I want to say you should click on the like button. Now let's see how we can model this particular structure for this church. You can see the trusses, you can see everything, how it goes, you can see it. It's a somehow big church, so to say, somehow or small, whichever one how you look at it. But let's see how this church trusses, roof trusses, can be modeled. So as you can see it, everything has been done. So let's go there and see how we can do justice to this. We want to train you so that you can become, when you are being given designs that has to do with what? Roof trusses. You will not be pushing it out because you don't know it. As structural engineer, you are expected to know all. We are expected to know all. Thank you very much. So let's see how this can be modeled. So let's go there. All right, welcome back. Let's now see how we can model our trusses for this particular church. Many a times we discover that you give a drawing from architects, we give a structural engineer drawing, and after giving the drawing, before you know it, because the roof is made up of what? Of steel. So the structural engineer will refer the drawing to another structural engineer, which is not supposed to be. So as a structural engineer, you should be able to design for all. Any kind of design from architect, you should be able to do what? To design all. So now let's look at this church. So as you can see this church, we want to see how we can model our trusses. So as you can see, this one have been loaded, so all have been done. So you can see we are still working on this. So we just want to use it to do what? To produce this video before we continue. So because we are still going to do it's a live project, and in Ekidel we deal with what? Live project. So we want to train you on how you can model your trusses for church, either for church, for hall, whatever, so that you have confidence in yourself. That's the essence of us using what? Using our live project to do what? To do our videos. So let's now see how we can model our trusses for this particular church, just as you have watched, we have seen on the video. So let's go there. So now let's go to the second story where we are going to, because it's not going to be first floor, it's going to be what? In last floor, which is the roofing. So at this point, what you need to do when I'm using Protastructure 2022, you can see projects for what? Faith Church. That's Faith Church. That's the name of the church. So which we are designing for. So therefore, let's see. So once you are here, the next thing to do, what you need to do is to do what? Come to this place under modeling. Come to your modeling. You know, if it's a concrete, concrete, you can see, you know, where we have them here at the same place. We also have what? For steels. Is that okay? For column, for beam, for trusses, for line, for guards and brace and the rest. So we have them here. So once you have clicked on modeling, you come to what? To your truss, because that's what you want to do. Your trusses, steel trusses, which we at times we call them as what? As our rafter, isn't it? At times we call them what? Our rafter, but it's what? Steel trusses. So therefore, what you need to do is what? Click on it. Once you have clicked on it, come to this place. Click and then come to this place where you want to insert the trusses. So click the first point and also the second point and wait for it. So you can see it has come up. You see it now? It has what? It has come up. So now, different type of trusses. See them. So for this particular one, let me start from here. For this one that look like dome roof, you can see we have different type of it. You see it now? Then for this one also, see different type of it. For this one also, see different type of it. For this up one, see different type. For this one also, see different type. And for this one, see the different shape of it that we have. So for the purpose of this our drawing, we are going to make use of what? Of this. Is that okay? of this. So once you have this is the type, and this is a different shape of this particular trusses. So as you can see it here. So therefore, since it's this one, I click on this one. If it's this one, you click on this. You can see, just be looking at this. Be looking at this place as I click. Let me go back. The first one, see the pattern. You can see upper bracing. You can see it, right? So then click on the second one. You can see the pattern now. You can see it. You can see it. So let's look at this one. You can see the pattern like this. You can see it. So let's look at the last one. So you can see it cross like X. So you can see it. So whichever one you wish to use, you can use them, and also depend on if they are failing. So you can also come to this place and do what, and make your changes. So for now, let's see how we can model our trusses, which sometimes we call it what, rafter. So therefore, let's start. So once you have clicked on this first one and this one, we need to now start our editing here. So now here that you are seeing this place, you see what you can see, left cantilever length. This left cantilever length is as good, is talking about what, your eave. You know, when you are roofing your house, there's what, eave, isn't it? So now for this cantilever length, I'm making it what, 400. Now that I put 400, just look at this left hand side, this side. Be looking at this side. I'm going to click somewhere else. As I click, you see it now, it has extended out. This is just like the wall. This one, this place you are seeing, is like your wall. So now the extension of your roof outside the wall is what, is the left what, cantilever length. So what about this other side? This is what we call what, right cantilever length, which is also the same thing as what, 400. So I click somewhere up, so you can see. So now we are done with this aspect of our eave. So you can see we are now designing our what, modeling our what, trusses. So now having done that, there's what we call apex height. The apex height, what does that mean is that this, from this place, let me zoom it small, from this place to this place is your apex height. So for this one now, they're saying is what, is 1000. Let me try to make changes and see. Let me make it like maybe let's say 700. Let's see. So you can see it here. You can see this one has been adjusted, isn't it? It has been adjusted 700, which means that this one was 1000 and this one was also what, 1000 height. So let me take it back to 1000. Click here, so you can see the distance are what, are even. Is that okay? They are even. So therefore, now based on your decision, you can decide to make it what, 700, 500, 1000 and the rest. Are we together? That's distance from here to this place. But let me take you through. Let me take you through so that you know where to make changes. So now for the apex height, let me assume my 600. Let me assume 600. That's my apex height, isn't it? Now I click here, so you can see it here, that the distance from here to here is right from distance from here to here. So let's now make that effect now. So we say it's what, 600. So now let's now come down. Apex vertical, no, this apex height, good. Then left heel what, heel height, which is what, we also make it as what, 600. We see 600, yes, 600. Left hand side, 600. Click somewhere else, 600. You can see it now. You can see that this one from here to here is the same as this one from here to here. What about the right? Let's look for the right. Where's the right? You see, right heel height. You can see it now. Right heel height is also what, 600. So I also click somewhere else. So you can now see now, even. You can see it now. The distance are what, are even. So this is how you make your changes. Now, not only that, let's now go back. What about this place? This one from here to this place. We need to know from the architectural drawing of this. We are talking about 2005. Altogether, 2000 what? 2005. From here to this place is what we call our what? Our apex vertical height. What I say? Apex vertical height. So let's click on it and make it what? 2500. Just watch as I click somewhere else. Be looking at this. Let me zoom in small. So now look at it. As I click somewhere else, you can see now it has gone up. So you can see it. 2000 what? 500. Is that 2000? Yes, 2500 because of distance. So that is that. Now let's now take it back. Based on what we want, we are going to make this one my apex height, which I have said from here to here. I'm making it as what? Let's make it 900. 900 and see. That's 900. Then what about this one also? Left hand heel. I also make 900 to be even. You can see equal. Then and also this one is what? 900. So you can see. Is that okay? So that is that. Or if you like, you can make it 1000. So depends on you. So I'm making it 900 and see how it goes. So having done this, we now discover that here, the distance from here to here, we need to put it. So and now that one now depends on the length of your what? Of your trusses to the center from here to here. So now this is where we call number of spans. number of span, that is from here to this one, from here to this place, and from here to this place. So let's now make it based on my span. Let me make it 7. So you can see it now. You can see it. Have you seen it now? Number of breakage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest up to 7. And also the second one, the second part, which is what, also 7. That's number of span to the right side. I also make it what, 7. I click somewhere else, so you can see 7, 7. Is that okay? So that is that. So, but if you like, you can change it. It depends on what, on you individual as a structural what engineer. So that is that. So having done this, leave all of this as it is. Is that okay? Leave them as what, as they are here. So the next one you now click here is what? It's what we call model join at fix. Is that okay? Model join at what? At fix. Then you do what? You click on it. Is that okay? So when all those trusses fail, this one you're talking about bottom support placement. This one here, you can click on it and check either bottom or top. Is that okay? So leave it at what? At the bottom. Other things we'll explain to you. So having done all of this, the next thing to do is to now click on OK and see. So you can see it here. So let's now go back to our 3D. Let me escape. Let's click on our 3D and see what we have gotten. So do you see it now? So have you seen it now? So have you seen it now? So that is that. So let's now go back and now extract what? The rest and see what we are going to achieve. So what I will do now, because the width of this place is different from the width of this place, I have to come back and what? And click on it again and come to this place. Click on the first place and also click on the last one. So it will also come up. So as you can see, let's go back. What I have clicked, click on this, click on the first one, and also this one. Okay, so we'll make our adjustment. So that is that. Now looking at this, since all these parameters are what, are the same, what I say, they are the same. Let's now do something. Let's do something. Apex height, distance from apex height, no. Distance from apex height, no. Undo. You see, that time it was like this. It was maybe around 4,500, 4,500. I don't know, something like that. So you can see it here. So it's asking of what? Apex vertical offset. Sorry, distance of apex from left. That's from this left to this place. So that's why. And total distance of our this is about what? 18,000 or something. So now let's look at 80,000 divided by 2 is give us what? 9,000. Let's say 9,200. So you have to check your drawing and know the length of it. So let's now click here and see. So you can see it now. So you can see it. We have it here. So I think let me check. Or let's go and check. 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 I'm coming. Let's go and check. Let's check. Let's check. Let me cancel this. Let me cancel this. Let's check. What's the total distance? Right click. Let's check from here. Let me from end to end. Let me take from end to end. End to end. What are we having? Okay, 20,900. So you see now 20,900. So now since I've known that it's 20,900, let's go back. So now don't forget, let's calculate this. 20,900 plus our eve, you know, right? Eve, our eve, which is what? 800, which is equal to what? 21,750. So divide by 2 to get the center. Divide by 2 is equal to what? 10,850. That is that. So very good. So 10,850. So we are taking our time to train you now. So you click on this one again and come back to this place and come back here and click. So you can see. So this place now that is now giving us distance of apex from left. We'll now put what? 10,000 what? 850. Use it now. Click somewhere else so you can see it. We have it what? At the center. So the number of our division of this, we say is what? Is let's go and click. We say it's what? Is 7, which is still okay. 7. Our height is what? Is 2,500. Is that okay? 2,500. And our, what do you call it? The thickness or the bottom and the top, the distance between bottom and the top, we say is what? Is 900. Let's see if it will be able to carry the load. Is that okay? If it's not able to carry, you can also come and do what? And do our adjustment. So therefore, let me click and okay it. So that is that. So but if you now notice, we cannot continue because if you now notice, we also have what? The width here and here is what? Is different. So what do you now do? come to this place again, click, come to this place again. This time around I'm going to be fast from here to this place. So you can see very okay, and since it's the same parameter I'm having, the same parameter is still okay. What do? I just click on what? I click on OK. So that is that. And since this distance from here to this place is the same thing all through, what will I do? At the point of column, I will do what? I just pick, I will begin to do what? To click. I begin to click, and click, and what? And click. Now that is that. But if you now look at it, we stop here. But if you now look at this place to this place, is different, isn't it? There's an expansion joint here, or the distance they created this place separately. So therefore, we cannot use the same width with this one. So we have to come and put your roof trusses on this one separately. So therefore, let's do that. So click on it and come to the column, this column here, and also go to the last one here, and click. Let it come up. So you can see it here. It has come up. Is that okay? It has come up, and it's the same what? The same parameter that we are having. Maybe like this one, we can change it to what? To, let's say, 8. Click. It's also changing to what? 8. So that is that. Is that okay? So let's see if others are okay. They are still okay, intact. Everything what? Intact. Everything intact. Okay. That is that. Then I'll do what? I'll click on OK. Is that okay? So then I'll also come to this place and do what? And click. Also come to this place. Finally, I'll click here what? And come here and what? And click. So now we have put our trusses escape. So therefore, let's now see how it is in 3D. Let's go there. So you can now see it. You can now see our what? Our trusses. So you can see it. You can see how wonderful they have all been placed. So this is how to model your what? Your trusses. If it's 100 meters, if it's 150 meters, and all of that, there's a way we can design them using our what? Our steel trusses. So thank you very much, and God bless you. I believe you really enjoy as I carry you through the modeling of what? Of our trusses. The next one we are going to be doing now, we are going to place our what? Our purlines, at the same time load the purlines. Is that okay? Because they are the one that is going to carry our what? Roofing sheet. So when we load them, that's the second part of this. Is just part one of what? Of a roof what? Trusses. This is just what? Part one. So part two will be what? Also modeling our what? Our purlines, and also loading our purlines. So from there, we also tell the next phase on this particular roof trusses. We will trust God that we are going to finish this from beginning to the end, to the point of what? Of generating your what? Your drawing. Is that okay? Up to what? Generating of your what? Of your drawing. So that is that. So in case you have not clicked on like button, I want to say you should do that. Click on the like button and also subscribe to what? To Ekidel channel. It's very, very important so that you can have access to our videos. And not only that, I want to say that if you have friends who want to be good when it comes to structural designs, I want to say, why not invite them? That's why Ekidel is a place whereby we don't hide our knowledge, we share our knowledge, because we want to see how we can make this world a better place for every one of us when it comes to what? When it comes to engineering. So it's very, very important. And there's something we call Ekidel mentorship class, whereby you can be trained specially beyond here, that you can beat your chest that yes, you are a structural engineer, because the way we are going to handle you, we are going to handle beyond just we have been taught in school. School is a background, very good, but the way we are going to handle when it comes to how to handle structural design, in fact, you too will be glad that you study what? Civil engineering, or you are what? A structural engineer. Not only that, we also have what we call Ekidel group, whereby other engineers have come together to see how they can solve each other's problem. So in case you are also interested, which I advise you to also join, so that in the course of your design, if there's any challenge, you can post it there, and before you know it, other engineers do what? Will quickly respond and help you solve what? Solve the problem. So that is that. I would advise you to join Ekidel group, which is very, very important, where other engineers, and in case they ask questions and you also have idea to it, why not? You also do what? Give your answers to help the person to solve the problem. Don't hide your knowledge. Ekidel advice, don't hide your what? Your knowledge. This is just part one of our what? Of our roof trusses. So part two will be what? On how to put our purlines, at the same time load our purlines. So from there we can now see more. From there we can do what? We can now analyze and also designs. Then not only that, interact and see if they are safe. Once everything is safe, we can now export to what? Protastructure. From there we do our what? Connection, and from there also we now generate our what? Our drawing. Follow us through all this video. I hope you follow us through, and also invite your friends to follow us through this particular video, so that when you get any drawing from your architect that has to do with what? Trusses, you will not be what? Referring the drawing. Since you are not a doctor, so doctors, they refer when the work is beyond them. So for you, follow us so that we will not start referring what's supposed to have benefited you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Subscribe again to Ekidel channel. At the same time, like this video. Till I see you next time. Bye.